If you were in a horror movie, you probably think you'd survive. Wrong, you wouldn't. Because horror movies don't run on common sense, they run on rules. Illogical rules. Rules specifically designed to stop you making the credits. And today, we're exposing every single one. Here are the 10 rules of every horror movie. Make sure you stay until the end and tell me honestly, are you surviving this film? Rule 1. Ignore every obvious warning. The first rule of every horror movie is simple, yet every character falls for it. You must ignore every warning sign possible. If the dog refuses to enter the house, that is not a mystery. That's man's best friend saying, "Brother, can I speak to you for a second?" And you should listen. But horror movie characters never listen. They turn up at some remote country estate, which is already a bad sign. The lights are flickering, the house looks like it was built by Edward Scissorhands. They've seen dead roadkill 400 times on the way in. Those are not coincidences. Those are signs from the universe telling you to get out of there. But of course, nobody leaves, because just when the entire local wildlife population have all indicated turn around, someone else arrives to say it out loud. Rule 2, the local expert rule. This is the part of the film that introduces the one person in town who clearly knows exactly what is going on. They appear out of nowhere, wearing clothes made from a carcass, and start saying things like, "The house remembers." Well, surely if the house remembers, it's going to remember your dumbass later in the movie. But here's the thing, this person has clearly beaten this before or knows someone who has. But instead of moving literally anywhere else on Earth, nope, they just stayed put. Maybe they're hiding from Trump. Then they usually walk off and mutter something super casually like, "Their bodies are in the basement." Like, did you not think to tell the police that? But don't worry, this is a horror movie. We'll get to the helpful police force later, if you survive that long. So now the unskippable local side quest has been completed. Naturally, the next logical step is to go inside and start asking the darkness questions. Rule 3. The hello rule? Because rule 3 of every horror movie is you must ask the dark basement, hello? It doesn't even matter if the movie is filmed in outer space. The director is going to find a dark basement for you to ask the dumbest question in all of cinema. Damn, I think I gave Adam Sandler a new movie idea. What answer are you even hoping for? Even if Sydney Sweeney appeared from the shadows, I'm still freaked out, then getting freaky. No, there's absolutely no good outcome here. Down boy. It's like if spiders could talk and you went into a room and said, "Come out, show yourself," and they all did. Dude, that is not what you want. Let the unknown be the unknown. Do not disturb the ghost's work-life balance, and do not enter any basements. But when you inevitably do and realize this trip was all a huge mistake, the only thing left to do is check your phone, which brings us to Rule 4. Rule 4. Your phone must become useless. You've got Speed streaming underwater in the Caribbean in 2026, but if Jason appears outside your house, no signal, battery on 1%. And of course, nobody brought a charger. Hell, there's probably no electric anyway. Somehow, the villain always finds the generator. In a horror movie, your phone doesn't exist to be an asset. It exists to betray you at the exact worst moment. Like your ex-girlfriend. Trust me, if you want to survive a horror movie, bring something reliable. Like today's sponsor. I'm joking, there's no sponsor. Don't skip, just donate to animal rights or something. Back to the video. Now that your phone has betrayed you, naturally, the next step is to lock yourself in the bathroom, because Rule 5 of every horror movie holds our bingo card house accessory. Rule 5, the mirror cabinet rule. You must open the mirror cabinet during the scariest part of the film. Why? Don't know. What are you looking for? You've just got here. You haven't even unpacked. Nobody in cinema history has ever opened a bathroom mirror during a horror movie and found anything other than a one-way ticket to the grave. They open it, they look confused because they can't find what they're looking for, even though they haven't filled it with anything and it's not their house. They close it, and suddenly there's someone standing behind them. At this point, bathroom mirrors should come with a government warning. May make men appear behind you. I know a few people who'd be ordering them in bulk. And the worst part is, they always act surprised. Brother, you are in a haunted house. The lights are flickering, your phone is dead. You should not be looking for bathroom accessories. You should be looking for God. but you'll somehow find your way back to the group, and then of course, the GOAT of all horror rules must come into play. Rule 6, the black character gets done dirty rule. This is the point in the horror film where someone finally starts acting with common sense, so naturally the script has to remove them. Because while everyone else is saying, maybe we should stay and fight this, generic black guy is standing there like, over my dead body. And he's right, literally, he's about to get sent straight to the Grim Reaper. Because a horror movie cannot allow that much common sense to infiltrate the plot. Generic black guy, you've gotta go. Unless you're watching Get Out. But to be honest, maybe getting killed off early was better than whatever those crazy white people had planned. And now that the voice of reason has been brutally slain, the group finally decides it might actually be a good idea to leave. So they run outside, jump in the car, turn the key, and nothing. Because we have old reliable Rule 7, the car won't start rule. This was the banker. This was the one that always fails. I know it's 2026, but I didn't realize engines could have anxiety. I'm starting to think the cars are on the killer's payroll. Who are we up against here, Megatron? And it's always the same routine, just sitting there screaming at the dashboard like it's going to respond to them. Luckily, they don't have a Tesla. That would probably just start showing a montage of Elon's tweets while telling them the battery is broken. Let's hope Apple never makes a vehicle. But now the car has joined the enemy team, it's time to bring out the big guns. Somehow, you'll find a way to call the most helpful people in every horror movie, the police. Rule 8, the useless police rule. The police must be completely useless until it's too late. In horror movies, the police do not believe a word you say. They treat you like the Riddler and overthink everything. You'll run into the station covered in blood like, there's a killer in the house, and the officer is sitting there like, have you tried calming down? Damn dog, have you tried calming up? Police station looks like it's just been boogie bombed. There's a man in a mask treating the Protag's friend group like a carvery. And the worst part is, when the police finally show up, they arrive nonchalant, like they're part of Andrew Tate's entourage. No backup, no urgency. The killer gets a free uniform upgrade, a wife gets a widow, and we, as the viewer, all lose brain cells. And it looks like the characters did too. Because next we have Rule 9, the split up rule. Haters might say,
it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
And yeah, the haters are right on this one. You've managed to get yourself into a terrible survival situation with all your friends. And your great idea, your master plan, is to split up? Why? Don't know. This isn't GTA 5 where you can just D-pad into other characters and relax doing side missions. You're literally about to be sent to the Shadow Realm. Stick together, grab a weapon each, fight this guy 5-on-1. Unless you're fighting John Jones, I'm pretty sure he's not going to clutch up like a Counter-Strike World Championship match. But you won't, and now you've all been picked off. Which brings us to the end game. Can you guess it? Why not click that subscribe button while you think? Rule 10, the final girl rule. After watching every single one of her friends get absolutely folded, plot armor has arrived. For the whole movie, everyone's been making bad decision after bad decision. But now, she's focused. She's crawling through vents, she's setting traps, and finally, she will defy human biology and somehow knock down the 7-foot man. And fair play to her, but let's not act like this was a clean win, or that you would have made it this far. She's still got more silly decisions to make. She won't check he's dead. She'll never check the news to see if they found the body. Because horror movies cannot just end normally. We always need to set up a sequel. And if you somehow made it this far, don't worry, you won't survive the sequel. But if you hit that like button, maybe, just maybe, plot armor will come to your aid.